Hi, good morning, and welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 559, and we're here live in Southwest Florida at the beach, watching the sunrise over the buildings and the trees in the east, and this is the beautiful Gulf of Mexico behind me. If you are joining me live, please say hello. I would love to hear from you. Let me know if you're crafting this morning, if you're working on anything. Let me know if you have any questions, anything at all. I am working on a crochet cardigan this morning, and I finished that shawl that I was working on yesterday. And this pattern is going to be called the Leilani crochet shawl, and it will be available on my website probably later today, if not tomorrow. Hi, Kristin. Hi, Judy. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for joining live, everybody. Glad you could join me. Welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 559. And I will show you that this is the Leilani shawl that I was showing you that I was working on yesterday. I finished it yesterday and blocked it overnight. It takes one ball each of 4 different colors of Be So Baby yarn. It has orchid, princess, aquamarine, and peacock teal in my version, but obviously you could do any colors you want. And it's worked sideways. You start with a flower fringe, work across, and the beginning of every row starts with a flower fringe. The pattern with charts will be available later today or tomorrow, and there'll be a tutorial video after that. Hi, Kathy and Naomi and Daniela. Hi, Diane. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. Hi, Jill. Good morning. Lisa's excited, can't wait. Yay, I'm excited too. And it's super easy, so nice and crocheting. It's be super fun. You guys are gonna love this pattern. And it'll be out very, very soon. Yes, happy St. Patrick's Day to anybody who is celebrating. Today would have been my grandfather's birthday. Let's see, he was born in 22, so that would have made him 88 maybe? 80, no. I don't know. He was born in, that would have made him 100? No, 98. 98? Wow, I'm having trouble with math in my head this morning. That's hilarious. He was born in 22. Yeah, it'd make him 98, I guess. Wow, that's surprising. We've always celebrated this holiday as his birthday, though, so it's always been a birthday celebration to me. Kristin's sister was born. Thanks, Jill. I don't know why I wasn't able to do a little math in my head this morning. That's crazy. Yeah, so we're going to do some designing live. I'm going to try to do the podcast every day this week, Monday through Friday, and I am going to, is it 102, Judy? No, in 22 he'll be 100, so that means he's 98. He would have been 98. Anyway, whatever. And so we're going to try to do the podcast every day this week. The beach is incredibly busy down here this morning already, so I thought that I was going to have not a whole lot of crowds. That's why I ended up starting the podcast a few minutes early. We went about 5 minutes early because I could just well, hi Joe, thanks for joining live. I have a feeling it's going to get, I had nobody around me and there's people already sitting down close, so we'll see. Anyway, I really wanted to get down to the beach so that to bring you all some beautiful beach colors and the sounds of the waves. I know a lot of people are landlocked, so I really wanted to bring this to you this morning. We'll probably do a couple days at the beach this week, and we're going to do a couple days either in my studio doing the designing live or in my backyard. Also, I wanted to mention that the post office is still open, and so I am still shipping. So if you have any orders that you want to place, if you would like to get some yarn from me, please feel welcome. I plan on dropping off packages every day at the post office for orders, so please feel welcome in still ordering during all of what's going on right now. I've got all my yarns and books in stock, so if there's anything you need, please feel welcome to still order, and I plan on shipping just as quickly as I always do and getting to the post office every day like normal. Hi Terry, hi Linda and Pamela, thanks for joining live everybody. Hi Connie. Wonderful, you got a notification that your order's on the way. Wonderful, I've been shipping a lot. Christine, maybe you should check the tracking. Yeah, post office is open, Judy. Post office is open, and I am going to the post office every single day to drop off packages, so you can expect to get the same kind of service that you always get from me. And I have lots of yarn going with that. So I mentioned the shawl. This is going to be called the Leilani crochet shawl. It will have a wonderful chart to go along with it, along with the written instructions. Naomi got her yarn yesterday. Wonderful. And I will be making a tutorial video for it as well. If you're already signed up for my mailing list, that's where you'll first find out when the pattern's available. It's super easy. And trying to read questions. Not sure I understand that. I can show you what it looks like opened up too. You'll really understand the construction. So I put a butterfly clip to hold it in place, but it's a rectangular shawl. See? So it starts on one end, you start with a flower fringe, and then you work across the row. And the stitch pattern is a 3-row stitch pattern, which is super easy. It looks more complicated just because of the color changes. We change color every 2 rows. So you could wear it as a wrap this way too. I like putting it off like as a poncho off the shoulder like that, but you could also wear it like this. This is super cute, and it really accentuates the beautiful fringe when you wear it like this. I found those pins on Amazon. You can find them in my Amazon shop. You could definitely wear it as an evening shawl like this, which is super duper cute, but it's also a really wonderful size for wearing as a cowl too, so you could wrap it or a scarf or a cowl. How cute is that, by wrapping it one more time around your neck, and then you get to show off all of those beautiful fringes. So it's another example of something that can be worn lots of different ways. The flower fringe is so cute. Oh, I'm so in love with it. And I love the fact that the flower fringe matches the stripes and changes color. It's just so cheerful. It is just the kind of cheerful accessory that I love to wear. So again, this is 1 ball each of 4 colors of Be So Baby yarn, and I used colors Orchid, Princess, Aquamarine, and Peacock Teal. It's so fun to make, so easy to make. Once you get the hang of it, it's just so easy to do. Yeah, everybody needs a cheerful project right now. So I've got lots of new patterns. We've got the Rendezvous Knit Lace Shawl that just came out. We have the Infinity Friendship Shawl that just came out. And now we'll have this. The yarn is in stock and ready to ship, Sunshine. Yes, you can buy the yarn to make this. Absolutely. It's 4 balls. I used 4 different colors, but you could do it in 2 colors or 1 color. No wrong way to make a project like this. You could mix any colors you want, but I used 4 colors of Be So Baby yarn. Also, one of the things that I wanted to show you this morning is the sweater that I'm working on. And you know, we talk a lot about the different ways to do shaping for a yoke, and I wanted to show you that this particular cardigan has a different kind of shaping for the yoke. I used motifs for the yoke. I'm going to put it on so you can see it against my skin. It'll show up a little bit better. It's not done. I'm still working on it, but you can see maybe you can see the shaping better when I put it on. So what I did for the yoke here to create shaping so that it would start a certain length here and then be a longer shape here is I used a 5-pointed motif. So a pentagon motif. So it's straight edge across here, straight edge here, straight edge here, but then it comes to a point down here, and think about it. So that creates almost twice the surface here that it is here at the top of the motif. So another way to create shaping, so it goes from this width at the top of the motif to this width at the bottom of the motif. So you can see how it gives you all of that shaping that you need to go from a neck to the bottom of a yoke. And then from there, I don't know if it's going to show up on camera or not, but from there I decided to accentuate those points into a feather and fan shaping. So the rest of the body will have feather and fan shaping, and then after that I'll be putting sleeves on it too. And I think for the sleeves I'm going to continue the feather and fan shaping across the outside of the sleeve, but on the underside of the sleeve I think I might keep it straight instead of doing the shaping, because then it might be easier to do decreases to make the sleeve taper down. So this is a pattern that is in the works, and I just thought I'd bring a few show and tell. This is Be So Baby yarn in colorway Eggplant. There, you can see it real nice like that too. Yeah, so there's all sorts of ways to create shaping for a yoke. So this is more like a round yoke then. Isn't that great? And then remember I was talking about making a sweater or a dress with these motifs. Well, you know, ever since showing you guys that caftan yesterday, or that oversized top that I was wearing, I'm debating making that type of a garment with these motifs. Wouldn't that be gorgeous too? So imagine if these were like a wide top and then came to like the tops of your thighs, like almost like a big poncho, but like a summer cover up. Yeah, that's exciting too. And I started a knit cardigan last night too. So when this one comes out, I should hopefully have a knit cardigan come out at the same time too. And that one I'm using Be So Baby yarn in colorway forest green. And then in the designing series later this week, we're going to turn possibly this stitch pattern or another simple stitch pattern. I'm going to turn something like this into raglan shaping, and I'm going to attempt to make a top-down raglan yoke / sweater of some kind in Be So Sporty yarn, which is number 2 sport weight, and I'll be doing that with an H hook. So kind of the vibe of a Sweet Clara top, but in a different stitch pattern, and possibly a cardigan or possibly a pullover. I haven't decided yet, but that will be one of the Design Live videos this week. And hopefully what I'll try to do in that one is get to the point where we start the yoke, make our way down, and then separate for sleeves and body, because I know that's where a lot of people get stumped. Also, what do you guys think of me teaching how to make a sweater without a pattern? I know that sounds kind of crazy if you've never not followed a pattern before. You're welcome, Joan. I just came out with a knit shawl pattern last week too, the Rendezvous shawl pattern. Did you see that one? So I think that it would be really fun to teach everybody how to, yeah, you can find it on my website, Joan. It's called the Rendezvous Knit Shawl. Really beautiful and pretty too. So what I was thinking is one day this week or next week, I'm going to show you how to take your neck measurement, figure out what your yoke measurement should be, figure out what your height, the length for the armhole should be, and just pick a stitch pattern and go. So I think it might be fun to show everybody how to make your own sweater. What's great about doing that is A, you don't need a pattern. B, you can try it on as you go to make sure that it's something that's going to fit. So what I'll do is I'll just do it for me, but I'll tell you what I'm doing to make it fit me as I go. So I thought that might be fun too. Does anybody have any other suggestions? So I think we'll come to the beach when we can, and we'll do some designing series in my studio. And obviously I'll be releasing videos this week for any new patterns that are coming out. But I thought for the Designing Live it would be fun to show you some of those processes. Oh, I know what I wanted to do on the Designing Live as well. You know how the last couple times we've been in my studio, people have been asking about the patterns on the back wall and on the back mannequins, and I've said those patterns haven't come out yet. 3 of those 4 patterns, I made the samples and did not write down my pattern notes. Didn't do anything more than write my pattern notes as I did. So there is another way of writing patterns, is designing something as you go and then writing it afterwards. So I could show you that process too. Does that sound interesting? And honestly, the sooner I get it done, the sooner those patterns will be available anyway. So I thought that might be fun to teach, and then show you, you know, how I size up the patterns as well. There's always something we can talk about. Judy says that sounds interesting. Cool. All right. Edna says yes. Yeah, anything to keep me accountable for getting those patterns released will be quicker patterns for you too. And one of them, I want to do some color blocking, so maybe we can together pick the color that I'll add to one of them. I'll explain that more when we get there. Hi G, good morning. Does anybody have any questions? Do I have tutorials for this all? Not yet. It will be out later today or tomorrow. Somebody's mentioning 3/4 length sleeves.
What's so good about
Yeah, I think this sounds like great ideas too. Hi Constance. So yeah, so we should have something going on here every morning at 9 all week, and I'm going to try to get back to my all-week schedule for the podcast starting this week. So today, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, just try to get back to our regular schedule as much as possible, and we'll have videos come out too, and new patterns and anything else that comes along. Does anybody have any questions for me? Thanks, Christine. I'm glad you love the podcast. I love it too. Very happy that all of you can join me here. Wouldn't be the same if I was here all by myself. We probably wouldn't have made it to 559 episodes, that's for sure. Only made it that far because of all of you, so thank you. Really love the way we've all come together through this podcast. It's really amazing. Great way to find other people that are creative and wanting to focus on positivity and creativity. So really wonderful that we've all been able to come together through this. And I will be releasing as many fun patterns and videos and fun things to concentrate on creativity and positivity as I possibly can right now, because I know it's important to focus on those things. Yeah, Diane, that's why I decided I'm going to step up and bring myself back to a full-time schedule as much as I possibly can, because you know, I want to do my part in spreading positivity and creativity, and anything I can do to help you guys feel more positive and creative is good too. So I think the more we focus on the good stuff, the better we'll feel. There you go. Good job, Crochet Rocks. And then just another reminder that the post office is open, so I am shipping, and I am shipping every single day, so please feel welcome to still order yarn and books from me, and they will go out as soon as possible. I am caught up on shipping right now. Hi Carol. Hi Edna. Naomi's crocheting more that she's home. Wonderful. That's great. Well, I've got lots of patterns and videos for you to choose from. Pamela's book is on the way. Wonderful. So glad. Yes, crocheting is a great mood booster, Naomi, and it's a great way to stay focused on the present moment too. Will adding beads to a project help with drape? Nita wants to know. I don't know if it'll help with drape in the sense that if you're having problems with something not having a lot of drape right now, beads may not help. They will add to the weight of it though. Beads add weight to something. If something just needs a little oomph for creating drape, maybe, but if you're having trouble with something being really stiff, I don't think beads would help with drape then. But if you want to revise your question and add some more details, I might be able to answer you a little bit better.
Where'd Emily go? Bathroom?
But that's a great question. So if you want to add more information to it, I could answer with more detail too. I'll wait a second and see if there's more to that question, or if anyone else has other questions, feel free to ask me. Linda made a vest and it doesn't hang so well. I would definitely try washing it and blocking it. Don't know if you've done that yet. Depends on the fiber content. If it's a synthetic fiber, it's possible that that isn't enough. You might want to try steaming it, which will, in a sense, damage some of the fiber, but it will help it to relax a little bit more. But depending on, how tight you worked your vest or what fiber choice you use. So if you, as I'm talking, if you want to add more details to your question, I could probably try to answer a little more, because I'm not sure if you washed it, if you blocked it, if what the fiber choice is, if the gauge was tight. Rena wants to know if it's a good idea to block all crochet projects. Basically, blocking is kind of interchangeable with washing, and if you're making stuff that you're going to wear against your skin, absolutely, you need to wash everything, right? You need to wash things so that they're clean, and also it also opens up the lace work. So especially if you work with larger hooks, larger needles to the yarn, what's beautiful about the blocking process is that as the fiber relaxes in water, it opens up the stitch pattern, and you see that beautiful negative ease within the stitches. Next couple of days. Okay, Linda says her vest is an acrylic yarn. That's what I was guessing when you said that you made a vest and it isn't draping that well. Acrylic yarn does not always drape very well. That's one of the downsides to synthetic yarns. And one thing that you could possibly try is maybe adding beads to pull some weight on it, or try steaming it with an iron. That might break down the fibers a little bit. It is a little damaging to the fibers, but it also will help relax the fibers a little bit. So a couple of things that are possible to do with synthetic yarn, but in general, synthetic yarns do not have the drape of other yarns. That's the downside to it. One thing that you can also do going forward is to crochet or knit them a little looser, and that will obviously affect the gauge for wearables, so you'd have to adjust for that. But knitting or crocheting looser in synthetic yarns will usually make it a little softer of a fiber too, or a softer, drapier finished fabric. Does that answer your question? You're welcome, Linda.
Go get it!
Anybody else have questions? I love answering these kinds of questions. Yes, this is a butterfly pin on my shoulder. It's one of the butterfly pins that I have listed in my Amazon shop. It has those beads on it. I'm wearing the larger one this morning, but it comes in multiple sizes, and it's so fantastic for being able to drape any kind of a shawl in so many different types of styles around your shoulders, your neck, your waist. And I think it just fits so well with the colors of the yarn too. So this is going to be called the Leilani shawl, and that crochet pattern will be out probably later today. A tutorial shortly after that. All right, I brought issues 2 through 7 with me this morning of the Create, Share, Inspire notebook. If anybody would like to pick a number between 2 and 7, I will randomly pick a quote to share with you. Judy says 6. Okay. I still have these on sale on my website too, so they're on sale for only $4.99 right now if you wanted to stock up on any of these. That'd be a great gift to give somebody else as well. Hi Val, hi Ann. Okay. David Starr Jordan once wrote, "So long as enthusiasm lasts, so long is youth still with us." Yes, yes, yes. You're only as old as you feel. You're only as old as you choose to be. Yes, absolutely. Your emotional age is based on your level of enthusiasm and joy, your level of focusing on the positive. I 100% agree with this. We have a choice every single day to focus on the good, to focus on the positive, even if you can only focus for 1 minute at a time, 5 minutes at a time, whatever you can do. Focus on something positive, especially when you're scared about things going on that you don't have any control over. Think of something that you can control, and that is this moment right now. So thank you, David Starr Jordan. So long as enthusiasm lasts, so long is youth still with us. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed the sunrise, the beach, the sound of the waves, my different show and tells, chatting with me and everyone else here who's joined us from all over the world this morning to focus on creativity and positivity. I love that. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.